Hey, team, how are you? It's a beautiful evening. It's getting cold. It's getting into winter. And I'm excited. I'm excited because I've got a very clear message that I want to give out today. And it's around the idea of power to will. Now, the secret to success, as far as I'm concerned, is one's ability, the individual's ability to willpower. Willpower is the secret weapon, is the success factor between those who achieve and those who do not achieve. Now, let me explain something very little, but at the same time pretty significant. Succeed. What does succeed mean? What does success mean? Success is not financial. Hear that again, please. Success is not financial. Success is about the inner game. Success in life is about your ability to own your own space, your mental space. It's about your ability to align and be who you are, live in your truth. That's success. And if your truth is financial reward, you will get it. And if your truth is not financial reward, and it's about humanitarianism, or it's about compassion, or it's about motherhood, or it's about education and being an educator, or it's about being a leader or politics. Whatever your truth is, that is your success. So the journey in life is about exercising will to get to your truth, to live your truth, to be your truth. And financial success, you can get financial success even without being a high-powered, highly paid executive, because financial success is a money game times by time. If you want to be financially successful, it is not just about being ambitious to the degree that you need to get into a business, or that you need to be some sort of high-powered executive. There are many people who have been successful at saving money consistently over time, and then investing that money once they've saved a large proportion, and then accumulating assets and capital and wealth over time to deliver the financial results that they wanted. They were millionaires by the end of their lives. And that's the point, that living your truth, exercising your willpower to get alignment, to live your truth, it's the inner game. It's holding your inner space. It's understanding your inner space and living your inner space. That's the secret to success. So I have a very clear message that those people who are successful are the ones who are able to exercise their willpower, who have the power to will. So what does the power to will mean? Look, we are spiritual beings and we are physical beings. We are spiritual beings and we are human beings. And in the domain of being human, we are trapped by matter, by the physical. We feel pleasure and pain. So that's on one dimension. On the other dimension, that we are spiritual beings, we have limitless potential. Limitless potential. So what does that mean? Limitless potential means that whatever thought and ideas we have, whoever we are, whatever our identity is, what we want to do is we want to be able to deliver on that, exercise on that, be that. But the way we have to do it is we have to transcend. What does transcend mean? Transcend means we have to leave the trappings of the physical and get back to the spiritual. So what that means is that we have to exercise willpower. Willpower is a thought muscle. We have to exercise the thought muscle to such a degree that we escape from our connection to the physical, to matter, to the human being, to the physical being, while still being in the shell, in the form of the human being. We transcend and get back into the spiritual. So there's a spiritual dimension that is up there in the ethereal, that's above us. And so we basically are operating from that dimension. And so what we do is basically, because we operate from that dimension, we have to try and enact, live, be that truth. So the higher dimension is our truth. And what we do, the variable is willpower. So those people who succeed, those people who live their truth, those people who get to where they need to get to, they have to exercise willpower. They do exercise willpower. They are willpower. So we have to, the journey is the power to will. And so what is willpower? Willpower is a muscle. It's a thought muscle. Willpower is a thought muscle. And the way that the higher power has created us to be able to exercise our willpower is through resistance. So what happens is our mind muscle, the willpower muscle, the thought muscle of will, is exercised through resistance of the physical world. So we use the physical to resist against, to enforce and power up the spiritual, which is the willpower muscle, right? And then the willpower muscle is the what aligns us to the ethereal, to the higher dimension. And it's that connection. Through willpower, we create a portal that allows pure conductivity, the higher power, source, energy to disseminate, disperse through us, and then power us up to deliver right action, the most optimum action, which is action based on truth. So then we create impact into the universe, into the world, with our truthful actions, and that impact is reflected as contribution, and that contribution of our lives represents our reputation, and it's our reputation at the end of the day that we leave behind. So we have to enact our truth, we have to enact willpower, we have to create the right thought, and so we do that through resistance. And the types of resistance that operate, that allow us to strengthen our willpower, is first of all exercise, that we do the rituals of exercise, whether it's jogging, sports, stretching, yoga, whatever you want to call that exercise, but we're using the body as a resistance to strengthen the mental muscle, the spiritual. Then you also have what I would call cold showers, which is, again, you're using the outside external forces of resistance to basically agitate your physical space to create resistance through the cold that gets you to exercise willpower to be able to handle that cold. And then again, you strengthen your willpower muscle. Then you have affirmations, where you are basically proclaiming your truth in the future as if you've lived it already, as if you've already achieved it. I am a great human being. I am a great salesperson. I'm a great father. I have done this. I have done that. And so the affirmations in past tense, as if you've achieved them, of something that you want in the future, is a paradox, it's a psychological twist that your mind doesn't register, but as you keep affirming it, it starts believing in it and then accepts it. So it's like a mind twist, but in that twist, you're exercising willpower to deliver a thought that your subconscious starts believing, and you become over time. And over time means years. So it's a mental exercise over years to affirm and then be comfortable with who you want to be, but you say you already are. And then you have basically journaling. If you write down your thoughts, if you write down express your ideas, you will be able to clarify, clear up, articulate, be more expressing, be more expressful of your thoughts. And that is creating willpower in your mind space, in your thought space, to get those right thoughts to be articulated and put down on paper in a structured way. And that's how you are able to express yourself. And then finally, and most importantly, is prayers, not meditation. Meditation, I believe, is a subset of prayer. I'm talking about prayer. Prayer basically is your awareness of the higher power that you actually believe. You're a believer. You believe in the higher power, and that there is that we aren't created by randomness, that there is a consciousness out there that has put this universe into place, that has forged this earth and our existence, that we are not random. And then we become aware of that higher power and we connect to it. So our prayers are our awareness of the higher power and our connection to the higher power by speaking to that awareness in our thoughts. That's what prayers are. I'll say that one more time. Our prayers are our awareness of the higher power, our recognition, our belief in the higher power, and our connection to that higher power in our awareness. So it's all about thoughts, and in that awareness we connect by speaking. When we talk and we communicate with the higher power, then it's called prayers, because we're aware of the higher power. We connect to the higher power, and we do it by action through the conversation we have. And we give ourselves, we relinquish ourselves to that higher power. Now, meditation is a subset because as far as I understand it, meditation doesn't require you to believe in a higher power. And I've said success is all about thoughts. So the most powerful thing that I believe exists in the universe is Allah or God or the universe or nature or infinite intelligence or higher power. Call it evolution if you want, whatever you want to call it. There is a consciousness that has forged us into existence, and that I call the higher power. And I believe that that higher power exists, and my awareness is to connect to that higher power. And as I do, I believe that source is connecting to us through that awareness, that we get to such a state of awareness of the higher power through, for example, believing or understanding or realizing the higher power's attributes, that it's almighty, all-knowing, all-wise, omnipotent, omnipresent, master of day of judgment, all those kind of things. We get to such a realization of that we're present to the moment, to that awareness, that it's equivalent to us recognizing that death is imminent in front of us. And if it is, our state of being, our state of thinking is of such a different quality. And so when we have that awareness of the higher power, it's a higher thought than meditation on its own. So the most powerful thought you can have is that awareness of that higher power that gets you present to the moment. And when you're present to the moment, you're in a state of flow, you're instinctual. And in that instinctualness, you enact your intuition, your feelings in the right way, in a powerful way, based on truth, based on certainty. And so having thoughts of the higher power, and relinquishing your awareness relinquishing your awareness to the higher power of the higher power allows you to basically zero yourself out, and you become as if your pure conductivity and the higher power energy source is working through you. You're dispersing energy through action, through right action. So that's basically what I wanted to talk about today, which was the power to willpower, and how you basically attain it, and also not only how you attain it, but what is the mechanism for developing willpower, and what is the reason willpower actually exists. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Bye now.
Hey guys, how are you? It's day 24 of the 30-day challenge. 6 days left to go. It's been 3 weeks. It's really been a poor performance this year, unfortunately. This year or this time round, it's been a poor performance, particularly in terms of the learnings I've made from the last one. But one of the things that I have achieved is the regularity of being able to get out and having that consistency. So I'm really happy and comfortable with that. Now it's just a matter of kind of getting my head into order to be able to be focused, mission driven on the actual running itself for a longer period of time. And I feel I just need to be a little bit more settled, and that will happen. So I do feel comfortable and confident about that, and just finishing off my run right now. Even you can tell that with my breathing, that even a short distance, you know, it's interesting how the body deteriorates if you don't keep up with the practice. So consistency and regularity is so important.